Hey everybody, welcome to Mark's Basement Arcade EM and Chat Repair. Today is a normal day. We're going to be working on that Spanish eyes, getting the underneath all done and stuff like that. I'm going to go through and we're going to ohm test all the coils, make sure all the coils are working, and also I want to welcome everybody who is watching. Looks like not a lot right now. Oh, I need to get my hair cut real bad. I got my hair cut and I got cut a while ago. But anyways, whoever cut my hair is not used to cutting hair because I had like a couple like long hairs that were like this long that I had kept finding, so I had to keep cutting. And I know I don't have like 10 hairs that grow really fast, so it's driving me nuts. It's just every now and then one, whatever. Anyways, but so we're gonna be working on that Playfield. I need to get it done as quick as I can, not because I'm in a time crunch. It's because I want to make sure there's no bugs in it. I want it completely finished, way before MGC. Because with my lucky ace over there, I was having a couple little bugs with it every now and then. Ended up being my birthday party in August. It worked flawless. It just ran beautiful. And then I let it sit for a while, and I didn't touch it till this week. Yeah, this week I touched it. And I turn it on, and it just wouldn't fully reset. I mean, like, what the hell? What's going on with this thing? So I unplugged the Playfield because that's one thing you always want to do. Just unplug the Playfield, get that unplugged, and then go through a reset. And if it does work, there's a problem with your Playfield. But if you unplug the Playfield and you're still having issues, it's not your Playfield. So I unplugged the Playfield, found out that was not an issue. So I took the Playfield off and I threw it on the side. So then I pulled a relay slash score motor board out, and I went through that. I found a couple of contacts that weren't exactly perfect. Oh, my stupid computer. Purposely left it on for a long time to make sure if anything popped up, it would be done with itself and take care of itself. But anyways, so I pulled the relay board out and put it on my my jig that I use to work for the Playfield. And yeah, there was a couple little suspect leafs, but when I moved them, they did what they were supposed to do. So I ended up tweaking, I think 3 just a little bit, but like I said, when everything went up and down and closed the way it should, or moved back and forth, they did contact. So they actually were working, but I did just tweak them a little bit, just in case. Put it back in. Did I put it back in there? No. Then I went through and I cleaned all the contacts on the score motor again. Those were originally cleared, blah blah. They originally were cleaned with my sandpaper, and I don't really do that too much anymore. I use the Dremel now. Thanks to Dave Brennan again for making me use that by buying it and saying, here's a gift for you. So, and I enjoyed the hell out of that thing because I'm just like, bzz, 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 I clean all the leaves. So I went through and I cleaned out, and I'm like, those were adjusted right too. Some were a little bit open more than, I would like, but when I moved everything through, they were doing what they were supposed to do. They were opening and closing. So that wasn't an issue either. So I'm like, okay, we're going to check for broken wires. Sure enough, one wire broke off. I don't know why this wasn't an issue or whatever, but it was just like laying there. So I'm like, that's my issue. Went and soldered it back on, put it back together, and boom, flawless again. So I don't know. Somebody came into my house. They broke into my house, went downstairs, opened up Lucky Ace, broke that wire off the score motor, and then left. That's all they did, because I don't understand how that one wire just broke off from sitting and stopped the pinball machine from working. And it was broke off far. It wasn't just like laying there broke off. It was moved, broke off. So it just like broke off and magically just went like that. So that's what I think. Somebody broke into my house, came downstairs, broke that wire off, moved it far from the score motor, and then left. That's the only thing I can think. So if you have any ideas why a wire on a score motor would move an inch away, I don't understand it. But anyway, so maybe it was under tension or something, and when it broke, it moved that much, but I can't really see it. And it was weird, but yeah, it works flawlessly now. So that's what I need to do with Spanish Eyes. I'm gonna hopefully pop on stream all week. I have vacation this whole week, so I'm gonna try to pop on all week. Maybe I'll give some highlights of Baywatch, because I'm gonna be tearing into that thing, tearing the whole playfield down. So I'm gonna be putting that on my YouTube channel, which is right here. So please subscribe. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Check out all my work that I do. Everything is super detailed how-to on your EM. We're getting more into solid state. There will be a Williams Sorcerer coming up soon that I did a full playfield swap on. I didn't build displays for it. I forgot those were pre-built. But I put the displays in, which were pretty cool. Blue X-pin displays, which are really cool, so check that out. Also check out Midwest Gaming Classic is coming up real soon. It's just around the corner. November 5th through 7th. And they just released some news. So whoever's watching that's going, you need to be 100% vaccinated, or you need to have a test that proves that within, I think, 72 hours of the show, that shows you are not sick or anything like that. So just so you know, if you're just planning on walking up and getting that, you're going to have your vaccination card or a picture of it on your phone or something like that. I don't know how. I've never had to deal with that before. Everywhere I go, I just walk in and stuff like that. Masks are recommended, but I don't think you need to wear them. I think they're recommended, but you're either going to have to be vaccinated, fully vaccinated, or you're going to have to bring in a test that says within the 72 hours of the show that you are okay. So I just want to get that out for everybody, so nobody walks up there surprised and mad that this happened, because it's not MGC's policy, it's the convention policy, so we have to go by that. So I just want everybody to know, so you don't freak out going there. But what did my phone do? I turned my ringer off because nobody's going to interrupt me today. Dimas and Pinball Wizard and Pinball Mayhem, TurboGrafx 7, Mike's Classic Pinball. None of you guys can call me and interrupt the stream. So yeah, I just want to give a shout out to Pinball Shenanigans. Check out them on YouTube. Check out Pinball Wizard on YouTube. Check out Pinball Mayhem on YouTube. Check out TurboGrafx 7. He is now on Buffalo Pinball. And Mike's Classic Pinball on YouTube also. So check out all that stuff. But anyways, let's go to two cameras. And there you go. There's the underneath of it. So like I said, we're going to be attacking those coils. We're going to ohm test every single one. That's something I do. If they're not within specs and they don't match each other, they're getting yanked out and replaced. Um, what else we're gonna do? We're gonna start rebuilding the pop bumpers. We're not fully rebuilding them. We're gonna partially rebuild them because I have to flip the playfield over and clean the playfield first before I can put the pop bumpers back on with the light sockets. So I can't fully do the pop bumpers, but we're gonna fully rebuild each one of the. Let's just go over here. We're gonna fully rebuild each unit, pull the coils out, the coil sleeves out, clean the max, everything like that. We're gonna rebuild each one. So we're gonna do that today, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna zip tie them down to the playfield, because like I said, I have to flip this over to clean it and wax around each pop bumper before I can rebuild them the rest of the way by putting the skirts and stuff on. Plus I gotta polish that. We're not gonna do that. We're gonna try to get through as much possible today. If not, later in the week we're gonna get through as much as possible. So if anybody has any questions about this right now, feel free to ask anything. Or if you want me to start with one thing right now, we will start with that right away. But right now I felt that we should ohm test everything and just get that completely out of the way so we know every coil is working properly. And I'm going to have to move my camera over here. If anybody knows what I was doing earlier, I was playing Flight 2000. So, and also I got all 18 of my pinball machines finally in the house. Every single one is finally in my house, which is amazing because I had a mess. There we go. You should be able to see me now. And I can see chat. There we go. Alright, so let's move my monitor so I can see that a little better. Oh, you can see it right in here. This is just a 32-inch TV that my computer's plugged into. So I can read chat very easy. So ohm testing. Very, very simple. We're just going to turn it on and put it to this basically up to side down like horseshoe. And then we're just going to get it so you guys can read it. There, that's good enough. And then we're just going to go to each coil. Test them. Let's get a good bite into it though. 3.8, 3.7. Yeah, those are matching. Yep, so those are good. Let's check this pop bumper right away. Yep, those are good right there. So let's check this one out right here since we're right in the way. Yeah, what I'm checking is if these get into the low, like 1 point something or 0 point something, blah blah blah, they're garbage. They're 100% garbage. There. Check these relays out real quick. 14. Come on. This is just so dirty I can't. There we go. 17, that's good. 17. There are coil charts that are on the internet for testing these. Well, not to really test them, but to show you what they're at. These giant ones I have never seen fail. I can't get to. I don't think I can get to both of the lugs. Yeah, I can. Yeah, they're within close to each other. We're gonna start on these relay banks here. 4.9. Now these should all be around the same. Yep. 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 Now all these coils that I'm testing are on this drop target. Well, that's not. It's a bank, a big reset bank. So each one of them should be very close to the other one. You notice they're all around 5 ohms. So that tells me this whole bank is good. Flippers. 8.2, 8.3, 1.5, 1.4. 9.4, 1.3. That one's a little higher. Oh, there it goes. Did I say 8? But yeah, okay. The flippers are reading good. All these other little coils are reading good. I tested all of them. These are all reading good. All the pop bumpers are reading good. There was no other ones that were hidden. No. So those are all reading good. So that's awesome right there. That means all my coils are good. It means they're good, but it also means that I need to make sure those sleeves pull out. Because if I can't get the sleeves pulled out of them, they're garbage to me. If I can't replace a sleeve because it's so like overheated and melted in, then a coil is garbage to me. But they're all testing perfect, so I'm hoping every sleeve will come out. So let me get my, what do you call it? My nut driver. I think it's just these 3 I need too. I got 2. That one's the wrong one. And now it's the right one. Another thing I noticed about this game, this slam switches that's right here, this was closed. The contacts were closed on it. It was tight like that. I don't remember this machine working or not. Like I said, I've had this game almost 2 years, and it's just been sitting in my storage. Well, my other half of the basement, which I call storage, it was just sitting there. So I can't tell if I can't remember if it worked or not. So let's get this apart. I got my zip ties. I use these zip ties. What I'm going to do, like I said, I'm going to take it apart, and we're just going to zip tie it down to the wire harness. So we're going to do that. And I don't understand why these screws are loose either. They weren't tight in here, which is odd to me. Very odd. Let's get that out of my way. What was I going to do? We were going to do this. So we need to remove these screws. Can we get a little tighter? Yeah, that's good. Yeah, take these 2 screws off that hold that ring, the pop bumper ring. Actually, they're like nylock nuts. These will come off like that, and then we'll just, can I get the ring off past the pop bumper? No, I can't, but I can leave that laid to the side. And what you need to do, Mark, is heat up your soldering iron and get that going. Let's get my cord over here. So I totally forgot to do that, to turn that on and get that going. So we gotta take off these 2 wires for the light socket and change them. But we can, while we're waiting for that, we can start taking this apart. We have no damage so far, which is really good. So we will take these screws out here, and you can see this, right? And you'll widen out just a little bit. We can bring you over a little bit. And you still can't. Trying to get the best view for you guys. I guess right about there. All locked out of focus. There. You can still see, yeah. Widen it out a little bit. Yeah, that's good. Alright. These two screws will come out. I also got a full kit, flipper rebuild kit for this too, because we're going to put new flippers on it. The flippers were horrible. This bracket's good. That comes out there. Oh, and look at that. Comes out like butter. Garbage. I got good news. These shop towels. I just delivered my Lucky 7. Well, not my Lucky 7. The customer's Lucky 7. And they gave me a ton of these shop towels. I mean a ton. I will probably never have to buy shop towels again. So thank you very, very, very much for giving those to me. And I hope that Lucky 7 brings you years and years of enjoyment. But thank you so much for donating those to me and Mark's Basement Arcade. And so I have awesome towels for cleaning. Alright, this is just naphtha. I'm running over this bracket. We're just going to clean off all the nasty. Get this all nice and clean. Like I said many times before, this cleaning, it does nothing for the game. It's not making anything work better. What it is, it's cleaning. We're just making the parts clean. Let me get my coil sleeves. And I got a label maker. So now I just can grab coil sleeves. Big reason why I did that is I'd like to have more people over for doing repairs and stuff. So if I have stuff labeled, I can just tell them, hey, can you go grab the coil sleeves from over there? And we got them. Alright, this will come apart. Spring looks good. All this looks good. I got an itch on my face. This looks beautiful. Feels pretty good all around. This is like perfect, no issues with it. Where's that body? Yeah, that's good. So a little more over here. Like I said, this is just naphtha. You don't have to use naphtha. You can use really high alcohol, high percentage alcohol. The lower percentage stuff isn't that good. It will do the job, but the higher proof alcohol you use, not like 151 rum or anything, I'm talking about isopropyl. The higher proof you use, the higher percentage, not proof. The higher percentage, it's just got less water in it. It evaporates quicker. They dilute it with, I think, like distilled water. Cleaning this, though, these pieces right here will make it work better. Because you're taking all the dust and and or grease off of them. So that is a bonus right there. Alright, let's get this back together. Plunger, springy. Let's get that there. That. And that. These go together separate like this. You want one that way. Excuse me. And one this way, if we can get the spring out of there, so they go together like that. You want them like that because they, once you put the bolt through, they hold both of them together from slipping apart. Now I'm confused. And like that, because this is what's gonna come down and hit your switch like that. That was like that right there, so that means this goes like that. And this is just like super smooth polish that I don't even need to Scotch Brite it. These go in here, just 2 screws. Sometimes there's nuts on them. Sometimes they're not, don't, because Almond Joy's got nuts and Mounds don't. Sometimes you feel like a nut, sometimes you don't. Then what I do is I squish it together, put my thumb here, and on the top here I squish that little bracket and I make them tight, and then I tighten them down. That keeps the whole assembly tight together. And we'll just give them a little crank. They got lock nuts on it, so they hold themselves good and tight. If I can get the screwdriver in there, we'll do that. We'll take it just a zip tie. Remember, we have to desolder those wires. I do a little bend right there. We have to desolder the wires so we can't put our pop bumpers up all the way. Do I have anything I need to clean there? No. There. Now that will be out of my way. Now what we would need to do is you need to get your little screwdriver. Move my coil sleeves over. Get my little screwdriver so I can pull the wires out of the way. Well, that one came right off, which was not good. That means that light probably wasn't working good. That one's off now. So now this, you just pull through the Playfield, and there we go. Pop bumper body. We'll take these. I should have my needle nose over here. We'll straighten these out. I need some of these old ones because I'm gonna use them on a project. So I want to keep some really super good old ones that are in decent shape. That comes out like that, just like that. That will go, yeah, do I have a, here we go. Let me get this bucket out. Come on. Alright. You got a bucket? Throw that in there because that's got to get what do you call it, blah blah blah, ultrasonic cleaned. This is garbage. As you can see, it looks like a hamster chewed on the edge there. So that's garbage. I will have to get new ones of those. This ring will go over here because it's got to get polished. This bulb can go in here, and then this is perfectly good to use on one of my projects. This is garbage. It's got a hole right here. This is junk. So we got one piece that's going to go to ultrasonic cleaner. Let's throw that right there. Alright, we got this all set. This is very clean, it feels like. But we will clean the spoon off. I call this the spoon right here. That is what the pop bumper skirt rubs on and is what makes the points point. So we'll clean that off, get that nice and clean. Clean around here too. Dremel time. No. You can Dremel this. No. Oh, and I need my blue marker. I need to buy another blue marker in case I ever lose my blue marker. I will know what's going on. These switches are nice and beefy and meaty still. There. And with the blue marker, there, those little lines I just put on there let me know that it's clean. So let's go to another pop bumper. Let's turn off my one camera. There. Now you can see the whole pop bumper. Alright. Let's go a little wider. Yeah. There we go. So we're going to attack the next ones. So anybody got any plans today besides watching me? Are you watching me to pass the time while you're doing dishes or cleaning something or building a puzzle or something like that? I know I do that sometimes when I watch people's streams. Do other things while they're doing that. It's like they're working and I'm working and I'm enjoying what they're doing. So some people do that too. But anyways, so yeah, I do have a, ooh, this is going to be fun to do. I do have full rebuilding videos on these, if you are interested. There we go. Doing laundry. Hey, that's perfect. I actually do laundry a lot while I'm doing my videos. Just before I start them, I throw a load in, and once that's done, then I throw it into the dryer, and then I start another load, and then I start streaming. So once I'm done with this, I can fold my dry clothes and then go dry my wet clothes. But today I'm not. The reason why I'm not is because I have vacation next week. So a lot of my work clothes I do not need. So they can just sit there for another day and get dirty. Well, stay dirty. Let me get my long screwdriver extension. So I can get down here because this bank is a pain. We're going to do this too. We're going to do this 1, 2, and 3. Reason why I'm numbering these is because I don't know if I had it documented or not, but on my casino that's long gone at the customer's house, but you guys haven't seen a video yet, Chicago Coin Casino, these wires were so long, I just had them laying there, and I rebuilt them all at one time and I put them together. The wires are so long, I could literally take this pop bumper and put it over here and this one over here because they were so long. And that's what I did. So when I put the machine back together, when I'd pop this bumper, this one was going off and it was driving me stupid crazy trying to figure out why the hell this was happening. Ooh, there's a hunk of metal that fell off there. I don't know what that's from. If it just was a hunk of solder that was left over, or what. Alright, let's move my soldering table over. Let's get this out of the way. Move my Dremel to the other table. Oh, and there's a screw laying on the floor. I wonder what that's from. No, there's a screw laying there. If that was from something else or what. But anyways, yeah, so that drove me nuts, man. It's like, why is this happening? And then I looked at it real hard and I went back and looked at my pictures. And I'm like, oh man, I cannot believe I did that. And I cannot believe they put 50-foot long wires on each assembly. Alright, let's get that over there so it's not in the way. Which was the craziest thing. I've never seen it before. But that's Chicago coin. We'll move this over here. Heat up this wire. That's off there, and that came off way too easy. This is going to be another one that's going to be a pain in the butt. Because this drop target bank, well, it's not a drop target bank. I don't know why I keep saying that. It's just in the way. Let's get some nut drivers and tackle that thing. It is just way over in my way. The green one? Yeah. It's got to be the green one. Another reason why I didn't want to take this off too is because then I got to put it back on before I move the machine. That's going to make it a little easier right now just to work. Normally never take these off either. So I'm going to have to take it off. There's a lock washer on there too. That means I need my magnet. I got the one hair again in front of my eyes. Okay, let's get this. These little lock washers. get those off. There we go. 2. I'll go over here. Get this one. So I gotta get to these coils anyway, so probably be a little easier getting to them with the bank kind of out of the way. And what is with this one? There we go. The wires were in my way. Alright, let's lift it up. I can get the lock washer off. Actually, we're just going to do that, I guess. Put that there, that there. This will come off like that, I guess. That one will come off like that, I guess. That will go there. That will go there. And that will go there. And then this magically should lift off and get out of my way just enough. Then I gotta put it back on. But at least I can get to all this junk now. So we're gonna clean that stuff too. Man, I put that in such an awkward, weird spot. Alright, so while we're there, we're going to pull these bulbs out too and clean them, clean the sockets out and put the bulbs in. This one we will clean the extra solder off of it. Nice. I said these sockets, I need them for a project. These are in very good condition. So we're going to keep them for my project I got. Alright. Little cap comes off. Come on. I've had people super glue these on one machine. Spring can go in there. Another destroyed skirt. Actually, did I save that other one? Yeah, I got it over here. I gotta save those because I need to know what color to order. And this will come out here. Yeah, that's in really good condition. And then another one, junk. It's got holes burned in it. That's from 44 bulbs. Don't use 44 bulbs. Use 47s. Or Comet LEDs. That's what I use in all my pop bumpers. I put warm white Comet LEDs in them. This way the bulb will never burn out from shaking, and it looks good. It works perfect. They never get loose or anything. But I rebend all my light socket brackets so to just get that perfect fit. Should make a video on just that. Alright. Crud removed. Dremel. Okay. That's done. Like I said, now, since I can get to these lights that are right here, we're going to bend these out of the way. If I can get the wire out from underneath the other wire, bend them out of the way, get these bulbs out. And you notice I don't throw these out because there are people that love these old school 44 bulbs. So I've been saving them, and then when I get enough of them, I'll probably end up put them up for sale. So people want them. I don't want them, but I understand why people want them, so that's why I'm keeping them, because they are great for if you're doing a restoration. If you're doing a restoration, you put 44 bulbs back in, because that's what it ran on originally. But if you're not doing a restoration like I am, you put 47 bulbs in, because you don't have to worry about them burning stuff up. Okay, now where are my bulbs? I don't want those. I want these brand new 47s. I'm doing these right now. I normally wouldn't do them right at this moment, but since this thing is going to be in my way, I might as well just get in here and get these bulbs done. But I got to put them in the sockets first. And I got to twist my arm in a goofy, weird way to get them in to the socket. There we go. And that does not fit in good. Right about here. Loose too. Alright. Trick. Bottom of bulbs. Drop a ball of solder on the end of them. It will make them tighter in a socket. And it will make them a little bit longer. I just put a little bit of solder on the ends. They're a little bit longer, so they should go in and out are tight. That one's still a little loose. How's that socket? That socket feels pretty tight though. Let's turn it. That one's real tight. Let's take that one out. Put it over here. That socket is kind of junky. Let's see if it works though. Can we test it with a ball battery? No, if this battery's got enough juice to test that socket. Yeah, that works. So it's just got a loose fit. But yeah, you can test these bulbs by going like that. And you can test the socket like that too. Just by touching these two. And we got a lit up bulb. That one I think I'll just make a little bit longer. Ooh, that's way too long. There. There, now we got a nice tight fit. and it works. And that, my friends, is how you can make a bulb tighter in a socket. So it works 100% of the time, and it's not going to vibrate itself loose. So now those get blue lines on them because they're done. Alright, next thing let's do is get on this bank here. Since I have this off and you can't see it, we are gonna try to do as much as we can on it with switches, because I got it apart already, so some of these switches are just jacked up and bent bad, but they're doing their thing, so we'll leave them do their thing. How does that touch? Well, I'll tell you one thing. With this Dremel and then laying this bank on the side, I know you can't see it too good. I can't move my camera either because it's like locked in tight, and once I do it, you'll get seasick moving it. But laying this bank on its side, I know you can't see it too good, but it's really easy to get on them. You can see it a little bit better now. But yeah, it's really easy getting these contacts. Real easy. I just did three stacks in that short time. That's it. I just did a whole bank, which is was really quick. Like I said, I'm not using sandpaper anymore. I'm just going to verify everything's opening and closing. Some of these switches are bent up really bad, but as long as they're doing what they're doing, I don't like that one. Yeah, as long as they're doing what they're doing, I'm leaving them bent up real bad. It's like somebody went through and bent them like that. So I'm just leaving them. They're working perfect. I don't know if they were bent like that from the factory or what. But they're doing what they need to do, and they're doing it perfectly. They're opening and closing correctly. They're moving as they need to, fully. I know you can't see too much here. Sorry about that. Is that one moving? No, that's a fish paper. That doesn't need to move. That one, I'm going to tweak just a little bit. I can't get a tool in there good, so I'm using a screwdriver. That one needs a little closing. Just a little bit. Same with that one. Oh, I did that one way too much. There is a thing that's doing them way too much, because then you put too much tension on them, and then they don't want to open and close fully. And I do have videos on how leaf switches work and how to adjust them. Okay, that one. That one can get adjusted. Some of them are getting adjusted though. Believe me. Like that one. Come on, you need a good adjustment. It was doing its job, but it wasn't moving enough. I want them to move a lot so they can clean themselves. Because that does a lot for the switch. And I just bent that, and I bent it back right where it was. That one can get bent a little bit. Okay. No questions yet? We're working on Williams Spanish Eyes reset bank right now. I am just going through tweaking a couple leaves so I don't feel they're opening and closing enough for me. I want them to get a good sweep on each other. And most of them are perfect, Because it seems like the bottom ones aren't. Seems like I'm adjusting every single bottom one. And a couple, little bit of top ones. And a lot of people say if they're working, don't adjust them. However, there is a point too where they will stop working once they get dirty again if they're not adjusted good. So if I give them a little adjustment now, they will be perfect later on. Dude, that one's a little too much. Okay. Perfect. This is all good. We just got this. Hey, Pinball with Fear. Thank you for rating us and popping in. I'm Mark from Mark's Basement Arcade. Here is my YouTube channel. Please subscribe if you're into this. What I do is EM repair. Well, mostly EM repair, but I have been getting into solid state repair. I just did a Williams Lucky 7. I did a Williams Sorcerer Playfield swap. I did a Mirko swap on there. Yeah, this is a very clean underside of this machine. It was a little bit of a basket case when I got it. The Playfield's not really that in bad shape either. I'd love to flip it over and show you, but as you can see, I got a bunch of stuff apart. But yeah, I'm just working on this drop bank. Everything, from what I remember, worked. At least I thought. I've had this machine for 2 years. Oh, you got a Vulcan that's a little messed up? Yeah, if you're in southeast Wisconsin, I'm game for it. I've had this for 2 years just sitting in storage, and I'm bringing it to Midwest Gaming Classic, which is right here, November 5th through the 7th in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I'm bringing it there to sell, so if anybody's interested in a Spanish Eyes, this will be for sale. But yeah, I go through everything. A lot of people, when they buy pinball machines and sell them, if they work, they work. They clean them, wax them, put rubbers on it, replace any bulbs, and then they sell them. Me, I take all this stuff completely apart, clean it, put new coil sleeves and everything, new bulbs and everything, clean all the sockets, do all that stuff, readjust everything, and then I sell it. So when you buy a game from me, like this game, everything's going to work right for a long, long time. You're not going to get it home, and then 2-3 weeks later, something fails because you have a dirty contact. I go through every contact and clean them and fix them, so you don't have that problem, which is cool. So, anyways, we're going to get to getting these two giant coils off. The plungers on them, somebody greased, and you don't grease this stuff, so we're going to pull them off, clean the sleeves out of them, put them back together. These you don't have to replace the sleeves too often. I do have brand new ones on these, but these usually never wear out. But if they're oddly wore out, I will put new ones in. But I don't think we're going to have that problem. Oh, and we got a nut on that one too. Gotta love it. And there goes the nut right there. Where's my other... I just dropped it. So there we go. We'll take that nut off there. We'll put it on the thing. There's a lock washer too. And now that nut should come out the other side. I will be working on this on and off all week, so if anybody wants to subscribe to tvMGC, subscribe or just follow. If you want to see me work on this more later on. I also have a Baywatch I have to finish. I'll be doing videos on that for my YouTube channel, but I think I'm going to do some streaming on it too, because I can't record everything on that, because it would be really boring. Look at that, that's got grease all over it. I hate that when people grease coil sleeves. This is just naphtha on a blue towel. So, like I said, a lot of people, this was bank was working, so why would a lot of people tear this apart and clean it off and put it back together? I know a lot of people won't. Look at that thing is just greasy. Yeah, and the sleeve is perfect. Like I said, these sleeves, I've replaced them, and then after I replaced them and cleaned them up, I'm like, why? There's nothing wrong with these sleeves. These sleeves rarely ever go bad. So these ones, old giant metal ones on these, can be cleaned up. Look at that, that's filthy. It can be cleaned right up. Degrease them. And as long as they're not wore out, these giant ones you can reuse. The smaller sleeves, like for flippers that are usually brass and stuff, I tear those out and throw them out. That's perfect. This plunger now is totally greasy. So we're going to be cleaning all the grease off that. I don't know what kind of grease they put on this thing, but they put a lot on it. But I have in-depth videos on rebuilding all this stuff. If you want to check me out right here, please subscribe. If you're into EM work, I have tons of games. I have over 300 videos right now on rebuilding this stuff. So if you're into it, check it out. Some of my popular games I have on there, I have a World Cup Soccer DMD game that I did a full Playfield teardown. Redid everything on it. Put new CPR plastics on it. Rebuilt all the mechs on it. Rebuilt the flippers. So yeah, if you're into that, check that one out. I had a Gottlieb Ship Ahoy I did. Grand Prix, Williams Grand Prix. Everybody loves the Grand Prix. Got that. I did a full shop job on that. Completely tore down every single mech in it. Rebuilt every mech. Did the whole job on there. What other real super popular games? I can't even remember. I've done so many. I did a home version of Fireball. A home version of Fireball, which was very mint. I did that if anybody's interested in stuff like that too. See how those things work. That's about it. But yeah, I'm just going through this right now. Pulling these coils apart. And we're cleaning them, putting them back together. And like I said, not everybody does this. It's a shame, you know, a lot of people will buy these pinballs, go through whatever is broke on it, fix whatever is broke, and then sell them. I like going through them and not just fixing what's broke, cleaning every part. Okay, that's together. So we got that. So let's get this off, get this rod out, and clean pivot shaft on here. I stream every Sunday at 2 o'clock on Twitch for tvMGC. MGC is the Midwest Gaming Classic, which is right here. It's the world's largest game show of its kind, located in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. It is just not about pinball, it's about gaming. Everything to do with gaming. Board games, computer games, Magic the Gathering, video games, cosplay, selling games. You can buy games there. You can buy this game there if you want to. All that stuff. It's all about gaming. So if you are interested in gaming, it's November 5th through the 7th, 2021. You can get your tickets now. So what I'm doing right now, I'm just cleaning off all this old grease out of here. And since this is metal to metal, I will be putting some new grease back in here. Look at that, that's nasty. That's plastic, so that one doesn't need it. This one does. Yuck. Get some super lube. And we will re-grease that rod once we get it partially through right here. There. Rub that all around there. It's going to go through here. It's going to go through here. And right there. Yep, I can hear that, Melissa. Got a trampoline upstairs for exercising. And somebody likes to jump on a trampoline when I stream. And all I hear is the trampoline noise in my ear. Alright, that's good there. It works beautiful. Let's get this pivot point over here cleaned off. So as you can see, I put a lot of hours into these machines. I put a ton of hours into cleaning them. So if you're paying high dollar for a machine, you deserve it to be fully clean. Get off my laptop, Mr. Virus Protection. There we go. But yeah, like I said, this will be for sale. If anybody is interested in it, it's a Williams Spanish Eyes. The glass is like in perfect shape too. Oh yes, you are greasy. And you don't want to come off, do you? What are you, what is that? What do we have here? I might have to take this apart later on and get at that. Yeah, I'm going to have to work on that off camera. Got something jammed around there. Alright, we can't get that one off, and we can't get that one off. So, let's do this then. We will cotton swab that area. What it is it looks like the metal mushroomed a little bit just from all the years of smashing around, going back and forth. So there is technically no way I'm going to be able to get those apart without tearing apart this whole assembly. But I can get behind it I can still clean behind it. There we go. And I can still get the grease out from behind it this way. The old dirty nasty grease out. There we go. That's all out. Another Q-tip. These are just cheap Q-tips I get from Target. I like these better than regular Q-tips. They seem to work better than a Q-tip brand Q-tips. Don't know why, but they do for me. Alright, that's clean. Little naphtha. Oops. I use naphtha in a squirt bottle like this because I drip it on my towel. That way it doesn't contaminate anything if I dump it into it. And this way I can get exactly what I want on it, how much I want on it. So that's why I like doing it that way. I'll put a little grease on there. Let's use a Q-tip because we can get back behind it. Okay. Get right behind it. So who does this on a machine? Anybody watching? When you work on EMs, do you go into this detail like I do for cleaning them and rebuilding them when you sell them? I'd like to know if anybody else gets crazy into them like I do. So I know plenty of people that sell them, and I've seen what they sell, and I know plenty of people who have bought machines that were fully shopped, but weren't. Okay, now that's all clean. Oh yeah, you're beautiful working right now. I got this one left over here. I think I'm going to do this other side off camera later on. Just because it's getting a little crazy just working on this one mech, and I'd like to get back to working on the pop bumpers again. So I'm not doing this all day. I'm going to do more of it next week. Yeah, that's cleaned out there. Ooh, that was dirty. Using the clean side to get into there. Get that out. Get that. My super lube. A little bit on my finger. A little bit on there. Alright, that's beautiful. Put the clip back on. Oh yeah. Like butter. Buttery smooth compared to this side. This side compared to this side is 100% different. Alright, we are done with that for now. Let me get this junk out of the way, and we'll go back to the pop bumpers. But I do need to clean my hands off a little bit. I need to get myself some hand soap to put over here, so I can clean my hands. And I got some. Why don't I go get it? I got these a few years ago. A big old bottle, 65 cents. Purple Power hand cleaner, 15 ounces for 65 cents. You can't beat that. It's alright. Get my hand towels. don't know why I've never done this before. Just put some soap over here so I can clean my hands instead of just doing it after. Alright. Oh yeah, that's so much nicer. I like to get some stuff without grit in it though. Some pumice free. I just hate that feel on my hand. Alright. I got that. Let's get this out of my way. Get another new hand towel. For shop towels, I use these. This is what I use. You can use the Scots too. Where I went, they didn't have any, and I just happened to be at Menards because you save big money at Menards. Anyway, so I went to Menards and they had this brand there, so I tried it and they're just as good. All right, and then the customer who brought me their Lucky 7, they gave me a whole bunch of them. They said, don't ask where we got them from. You just know you got them now. So I'm like, all right. I am not arguing. All right, pop bumper. We got them off. We got the wires desoldered. We got the switch done. So now we're going to clean this. And like I've said before, how many people do this when you sell an EM? Do you actually tear them down this much when they're working and clean them? Look at that, that's nasty. This is what I do to every single machine. I tear them down this much, even though they're working. This is what you want on an EM. You want somebody to tear them apart, fully clean them completely, go through them all, replace any little broken piece, like these pieces right here, these break. So, let me get a little zoomer in there. These break right here, these pieces. If you don't take them apart, you can't see they're broken. So, these parts they will get cleaned now, since I got them apart. And since they're not broke, they go back in. If they're broke, then I've got new ones that I put back in. But these like to break sometimes. So, and like I said, I got a ton of how-to videos. I have 300 of them, over 300, and counting, because I have videos that I haven't uploaded completely yet. I'm finishing Williams Triple Action. I hope it's Triple Action. It's Triple Action or Star Action. I keep forgetting because I have both of the games. Well, I sold one, but I have the other one. So I had a Star Action and a Triple Action. I can't remember what I have right now. I think I have Triple Action. But anyways, so that's uploading. And then once that series done, Chicago Coin Casino will be coming up next for your viewer pleasure. Then once that's done, then we'll be doing, and this coil sleeve does not want to come out. And then we'll be doing Williams Sorcerer. That one I did a full Playfield swap on. So we'll be working on that one. Alright, let's see if we can get this coil sleeve out. This is a Craftsman 9mm long socket. This is a screwdriver. We get it partially out. Now we'll put the socket on the back there. This is the same size as the opening in the coil. And it's coming out. It's getting there. The problem is I can't hold it straight. Can't tap it at the same time. I have no where to brace it. Let's just do it right there. Yeah, no when to hold. There we go. Know when to fold them. And I broke it. So this coil's garbage. What is it? It's a G23 750. I will have to get one of those off my parts machine because I don't have a brand new one. So what we will do is we'll desolder it right now and get it out of the way. But that's how you remove a coil sleeve. But as you can see, this one was really stuck inside. So that means this coil had severely overheated at one time. Help if I clean it off. Put a little solder on it. Here we go, and here we go. Garbage. This had overheated at one time, got super hot, and then the coil sleeve melted into it. Which is sad. It ohmed perfect, so it was a good working coil, but it overheated, so even if I couldn't get this out, it was still junk to me. And as you can see, we got it out just that far. Just this little bit right here. So that means this is junk. So that will go in my scrap thing. And you don't want to throw your coils out into the garbage just because they don't work. What you want to do is you want to throw them into a bucket and then save them and then scrap them. Because that's copper that you're throwing in the garbage. All little bit of copper adds up. So I am not going to go out to my garage right now and get a coil off a parts machine and make you guys wait. So we're just going to put this back together and I'll get a coil later. Maybe tomorrow's stream. If I stream tomorrow, we will put that back on. Put the good used coil back on. So that will go back on like that. That'll go back on. I'm just doing this so I don't lose the parts. If this was a customer game, that would get a brand new coil on it instead. But since it's a used game that I'm selling, it's getting a used coil on it. But I have also offered customers, if they wanted to save money, that I had good used parts. Because think about this, this coil is what, 40 something years old and it's still working, almost 50 maybe. It's still doing its job. So these things last forever and there's no really reason to replace them unless they're broken. And that's what I do. Come on, we gotta get this heated up enough to get that wire off there, which is like that, and then this one. So just so anybody knows that hasn't seen any other episode before, I already totally went through the top of the Playfield and I removed all the plastics and stuff. There we go. So I need to get that little bit of solder off there. So like I said, I need these for a project I'm doing. These old lights brackets assemblies. So I'm going to be reusing them for a project of my own. So if anybody's got any questions, please feel free to ask them. Any comments, anything. I'm all up for discussions instead of hearing me just rattle on. Why don't you ask some questions if you have any, and I'll try to answer as good as I can. Those I'm throwing into a bucket down here because they're going to go into the ultrasonic cleaner. This skirt is good. What I mean by good, it's in good condition. I'll ultrasonic clean it and then I'll save it. I will not put it back in this game, but I will save it. What I will do is on this, if it ultrasonic cleans and it cleans up real super nice, I will put it in my used pile. So that way if I'm working on a game, like a customer game, and he has one bad skirt, or she has one bad skirt, I will say I have a old replacement that I can put on there, or I can put a brand new one on. If I put a brand new one on, it's going to be really white and it's going to stick out like a sore thumb, and then I recommend replacing all of them. But if I have an old one that's got that same old texture and look as the original ones, I will say I can put a really good, this is in perfect condition, as long as it cleans up, they can I could put it on our machine and you wouldn't even know that it was replaced. So that's why I saved the good used ones too. This one this ring I will take and buff it and polish it so it's super super shiny. Hey, Dave, what's up? How did Ozone do with the plastic parts under the Playfield? I haven't worked on one of them yet, but from what I looked at it, they looked good. It just ate the rubber. That's the only thing I noticed. It just destroyed the rubber. But what you can do, when you bring your machine over, we can dig one of my Playfields out, one of the machines, and we'll open it up, and then you can go through it and check everything out. But one of my friends told me exclusively that the only thing he noticed was just the rubber got destroyed. It was just a Playfield rubber. Nothing else. Nothing else got bad. He said the plastics and everything were all good. He said it was just the Playfield rubber just popped apart. And like I told you the other day, every single piece of rubber that was on that machine, every single one broke. But yeah, when you bring over Solar Fire, I can dig one of those out and we'll throw it down and we can open it up and look at it. Because yeah, I'm kind of curious if it destroyed any of that too. But I don't think it did, to tell you the truth. And just so you know, everybody, Brennan98 is one of my friends. His name is Dave. If you want to introduce yourself, Dave, you can, or you can just be Dave. But yeah, Dave has been on the show before. He had helped me with a Williams Straight Flush, and he's the one who got me this. And I thank you very much for it, Dave. I use it on all my machines now. If I can get my hand under here correctly. Here's a crusty. Works like butter. These ones are real crusty. Alright, let's get that apart. I don't think I've never heard of anybody else complain about do not use an ozone generator on a pinball machine. The only thing I ever heard was it destroys the rubber. So if you have any Playfield rubber, it destroys that. Something about the composition of the rubber. But I don't know. We'll find out, I guess. One of my friends used it, and he didn't have any problem. He just warned me about that. So, but the thing is that the stink was 100% gone after 5 hours. That was my main thing. Because the machine I did it on, the 2 machines I did it on, yeah, there you go. Polymer into rubber. So I guess any rubber on the machine it would do. So if you had a World Cup soccer, I would remove the soccer ball. Because it's going to destroy that. But I forgot what I was talking about. But yeah, okay, the machine I got, it smelled like your grandma's basement that she hasn't been to in the basement in years. And the basement had leaks in it. And nobody ever fixed the leaks. So it had that damp, musty, funky smell. And that's what that machine smelled like. The minute I opened it up, it punched you right in the jaw. So my friend, he said he tried coffee, he tried vinegar, he tried spraying a can of Lysol in it, and it still came back. So somebody told him about an ozone generator, and he bought one. And he said it was like 4 or 5 hours, and the smell was completely gone. So I did that, and right now it just has a real nice smell to it. This one's crusty. So, but yeah, Dave, if I have that generator, so you feel free to borrow it if you want to too, because they're not cheap, and you're only going to need it once in a great while. And I know where you live, so I know you'll take care of it and use it correctly and bring it back with no issues. But yeah, if you want to borrow my ozone generator, it's here for your using. If you want to borrow it. Okay, we got that cleaned. And what time is it? Yeah, we got about 20 minutes yet. We can rebuild this and then chat afterwards. So, I was just telling people, Dave, I'm like, how many people you know tear apart a EM like I do? A perfectly working EM that might have a little issue on it or something. Tear it apart like I do. And put it back together. You know that most people that are in the business just fix what needs to be fixed, clean what needs to be cleaned, and sell it. I was just telling everybody that I don't know anybody else who totally tears them out like that. That cleans them the way I do. Because these pop bumpers, you could clearly see they were working. Because I had ohm tested them at the beginning of the show. And they perfectly ohmed except for this one right here. The coil sleeve was stuck, and I tried getting the sleeve out, and then the whole coil shattered. So that means that one got super nuclear heated, and the coil sleeve baked inside of it. So we got that cleaned. We'll get a new sleeve. Dave, I got a label maker. You made me get one. I got this one. It's a Bluetooth one, and it plugs in a wall or it takes batteries. But the labels look exactly like the ones you had made me on that straight flush. They look exactly like that. So thank you for making me get a label maker. Oh my goodness. The dust on that. I'm going to have to Q-tip that one. I've never seen so much dust come out of a coil. There we go. There must have been a ridge of something. I just pushed it right through. And it filled up the end of the coil. There we go. All right. There we go. That's clean now. All right. Let's put that back, and that will go like that. So that means that goes like that. That goes like that. That will sit there. And then I was explaining that these pieces break on machines sometimes, and the only way you know they're broke is by taking it apart and cleaning them. If you don't do that, you'll never see that these pieces are broke. That goes like that, that goes like that. And as soon as I get there, we go. That will go like that. Yes, they always fall off the EMs. I put them where they're needed now. But mostly I went nuts the other day and I labeled all my, what do you call it? Those things I put my coil sleeves and stuff in. I labeled every single one. So I'd like to have more people come over and do some guest streams every now and then. And this way they say I need coil sleeves. I'm like, they're right over there. And then you can see they're perfectly labeled. So that one's all done too. So now what we're going to do with this one is we're going to zip tie it down again. So where did I put my zip ties? Here they go. They're right in front of me. And the reason why we're zip tying them down is because I said I have to clean the playfield yet. And what I like to do is while my pop bumpers are out, I like to completely novice to this whole area, clean it real super good around the pop bumper, and then I like to wax it. Because it's a pain in the butt to wax when you get your pop bumper assembly done. So if I do this with the coils, the whole pop bumper bracket, do that, and then now when I flip it over, this will stay there. And I can clean that area, flip the playfield back over, and then put the light socket, the pop bumper body. I have to buy skirts, so I'm going to have to put an order in for skirts. I got white ones. Nobody will notice if I put a white one at the bottom, will they? I don't think so. So maybe I'll just put a white one on the bottom. I have white ones, so we'll probably end up doing that. I'm not going to go all out on a machine I'm not keeping and put colored skirts on it. That's silly. These wires got crud all over them. Alright. So I think that's what I'll do. I'll just put a white one on there. Unless I have to make an order. And look at that. Right here. I don't know if you can see that. Can you? Right here? No, you really can't. This here is a playfield light that's completely broke off. So what we're going to do now is we're going to hold that down like that. We're going to get some solder on it. Get some solder on it, then we'll heat it up again. We'll hold it down. And then we'll attach that back to the playfield. There we go. So that was one light that wasn't working. That's working now. And you don't want to touch that because that will burn your finger real good. So that light goes there. No, this goes to the coil. Where does it go to? I'm going to have to watch the video again. Because where are those coil wires? Here goes one, and here goes one. Okay. Those are my coil wires. So let me wrap that around there. Thankfully, I got that spare Playfield that's got parts on it, and these are my GI wires there. So I think we're done today. It's almost 4 o'clock. I think we're done on this. Like I said, I'm gonna finish this. Yeah, I go back out here. I'm gonna finish this. I have to do this side yet. Once I get this side done, I'm gonna put it back on. I have to finish taking all these pivot points off and cleaning them. Take this coil off. Clean the sleeve out. Clean the plunger so this side works as good as this side now. This side's like smooth like butter, and this side is, you can just feel it's got drag on it from the old grease and stuff. So I'll do that either tonight or tomorrow. And then I'll get it flipped over and I'll clean that whole area off so I can put the new pop bumpers on. But so either sometime this week we're going to be coming back because I have a vacation for this whole week. And we're going to be coming back to that. Let me go back to this one. So we'll be coming back to that, and see, there's my label. Isn't that pretty? So yeah, we'll be coming back to that and doing more with that. Let's sit more over here. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna do, like I said, I'm gonna do some videos on Baywatch for YouTube. And then the stuff that I'm not going to do on YouTube, like I'm going to start taking it apart and show how I take it apart. And then after that, I just would normally just take it apart and listen to some music. So I think I'll just stream that. And then people can just watch me tear apart the Playfield on a Baywatch. So I think that'll be some good filler for this week. Because I'm off on vacation this whole week, so I was thinking of streaming all during the day, depending on what's going on, except for Thursday. We got some stuff to do on Thursday, so I can't do anything Thursday. But this is the surprise EM that everybody was, I was telling everybody about. Hit the deck, which is really cool, because it's got the score reels, but they look digital. I wish I could zoom in on there, but just think of one of those first digital LED alarm clocks where they had the funky digits, kind of like a digit on the first solid state pinball machines, you know. But Gottlieb wanted to get into the digital market so bad, the solid state, so they made their score reels look digital, which is cool as hell because these things look so realistic. I love the way they look. But I think they did it on 2 machines. If anybody can correct that and verify that they just did it on 2 machines, let me know. I gotta get a towel. My hands are just filthy. So I think they did it on 2 machines, if I'm not mistaken. Was it TKO and Hit the Deck? I can't remember. I can't remember what machines they did it on, but Hit the Deck is definitely one of them. And from what I had heard in the past, that people, when the reels would get bad or something, they just put old regular Gottlieb ones on. So finding a original machine with original labels on is kind of cool. Otherwise, sometimes they would take them off and part them out and put the other labels in. I mean, score reels. So, I guess that's about it. We're gonna eat some supper, and then I'm gonna veg out. But I think I'm gonna work more on that bank later. But anyways, tonight at 9 o'clock, Jason is back. He used to be Old Man New Gamer or something like that, but he changed his format of his show up, so he's doing a lot more different cool things. Dan is on Mondays now with Matt doing Gamer Zone. So you'll find out a bunch of interesting things about that. I can tell you if you're planning on going to MGC, the Mid Wisconsin Center or whatever updated their COVID policy. It is not MGC's policy. MGC has to abide by what they say. Let me check on my phone for anything. Nothing. MGC has to abide by their policies. This is not an MGC policy. So I'll tell you right now, if you plan on going, you need to be 100% vaccinated, or you have to have a test done within 72 hours that comes back negative, and you have to have proof of that. Hey Turbo, what's up? Dave was just here. I don't know if Dave is still here, but I was just talking to Dave a couple minutes ago. So I don't know if he's still here or not. But anyway, so yes, the policies for MGC have changed. Like I said, you will need to be fully vaccinated. Damn, my hair is bad. I need to get a haircut. I just shave it. Shave off my head. I mean my hair, because I'm going bald anyway, so just get rid of it. I just don't want to be bald, so I'm hanging on to my hair as long as I can. But anyways, yes. So I don't want you coming to MGC and not knowing anything. I'd rather let everybody know that, yes, you need to follow these rules. I don't know what's going on, if they're going to try to get some rapid testing done there to get people in. Okay, yeah, see you later, Dave. I'm going to be going too in a couple of minutes anyway, so I'm just chilling out. And TurboGrafx and Dave, the two that are on here, they both belong to Buffalo Pinball now. So if you guys want to do what you got, oh yeah, see you later, Dave. You guys stream on Fridays at 8 p.m. Central Time on Buffalo Pinball. So you can check out the dynamic duo of Dave and Ryan, and sometimes me once every few months, and everybody else. They got a cool list of people. And I'm one of them. Yeah, they got a cool list of people that they have on their show once in a while. I just been so busy, I haven't been able to do it. And Dave just caught me at the right time and asked me, and I was like, "Yep, I'm on vacation." So, yes, Buffalo Pinball, 8 o'clock Central Time, Fridays. The dynamic duo, Dave and Ryan. And although they're cool, interesting, fun people that they enjoy, I think my hands are clean enough now. But that's about it. I think I'm done. I got my hit the deck, which I need to move because Baywatch is going right here. And then I have a 1939 Exhibit Contact, I believe that's the name of it. Exhibit is the brand, and Contact is the name. You can look at the Internet Pinball Database and find any info, or go to my YouTube page. Now, my Facebook page, Mark's Basement Arcade, I put a link on there for the machine. It's a flipperless, I don't know if it's a wood rail or pre-wood rail, but I know it's 1939. I am not doing a refurb on it or nothing. It's not scoring correctly, so I'm going to be tearing it apart. There's my channel. Please subscribe to us on YouTube for Mark's Basement Arcade. Click that link. Hit like on all the videos. Comment on all the videos. Please hit subscribe. I can use the follows. I want to get to 1,000 by the end of the year. There's MGC's website. Check out MGC. Buy your tickets. Be there or be square. There's going to be a bunch of cool games. You will find Williams Lucky Ace there for sale. You will find a Williams Spanish Eyes there for sale. And you will find other cool games for sale. But buy these and do a bidding war with me on them. and buy my games. Buy everybody's games. Come there, have fun, do all the cool gaming stuff. Card gaming, video gaming, console gaming, computer gaming, pinball gaming, arcade gaming, gaming. It's the biggest gaming event of its kind, and it will be November 5th through the 7th, 2021. And why am I fidgeting so much? But anyways, also, let me do this. To stay up to date with us, you can follow us on Discord. And if you're an Amazon subscriber and you got Amazon Prime, there's a link right there that shows you how to do it for 100% free, how to subscribe to our channel, tvMGC, and that helps us out a lot too. So, does anybody have any questions for me? I will try to answer anything as much as I can. That is it's illuminated Captain Fantastic. I had the game. I did not enjoy the game, but I loved the art, so I had to buy this little mini head for it that I got from my buddy Garrett. It's a light up Pac-Man. Whirlwind, if you've been to any previous MGC thing and played Whirlwind, this is what you were staring at. This is a DMD clock. It's a baby one compared to what Ryan and Dave have, but it's still just as cool. It's just not 16 feet by 4 feet long. Anyways, yeah, does anybody got any questions? Or I can just end the stream and be done with it. So, I don't mind chatting if you want to chat. Otherwise, I can go and probably cook some leftover hot dogs and eat them up. Yum. Nobody? Alright. I guess that's about it. I know when I'm not wanted. Nobody wants to chat with me. No, but yes, I thank everybody who's been on chat today. Anybody who just sat there and listened to me ramble on. Anybody that might have learned something to do or not to do. Like I said, I'll be streaming on and off all week. It's going to be early, though. I can't do it late because other people are streaming. You went to Vegas and did Death Saved on a Pinball Circus? Pinball Circus, is that crazy one that's like a prototype that has all the... It's like a stand-up one and it's got all weird stuff in it? You don't know exactly what game that is. Okay, yes, I want to play that. I wish they finished it. I heard that the code wasn't finished all the way, but it's playable. But yeah, I really want to play that game. I want to check it out. I'm gonna have to go to Vegas just to check out the Pinball Museum. Last time I heard that somebody went there, they had a lot of broken games that were not working, which is kind of depressing, but yes, I understand that. It is hard to keep up all those games and fully work on them and have them all fully working. Unless you have a big stock room full of parts, they're hard to keep 100% working all the time. And when they break, you have to just turn them off, wait till everybody gets out of there, or pull them off to the side and then work on them and then put them back. So, but yes, from what I understand, they have a wicked variety of games that I would love to have. I personally am up to 18 right now, and that means right now I have my Beatles, Hurricane, Captain Card, and Flight 2000 are the only games I have that are up. Captain Card is not fully working, but it's just, I never knocked it down. Hurricane is fully working. It needs just a good shop cleaning and a LED upgrade. Beatles, brand new, so that's fully working. Baywatch is not mine. That belongs to the Midwest Gaming Classic. I borrowed it, and my borrowing was clean it, bring it back. Flight 2000 was a trade. And I have Lucky Ace that is up and working too. Flight 2000 is getting a Playfield, a new Playfield put on it. I have two of them, and I'll be making one killer Flight 2000 and then selling the other. So, but this one that's up and working right now that I'm staring at because I'm going to go play it once this is over. I will be putting, I might be saving, this Playfield's getting the swap for sure. My other Playfield is in decent condition, and I have two brand new bed classes. Let's see, prototype double cabinet. No, I did not see that. That is interesting. I'm gonna have to probably Google that. 2-player pinball machine. That'd be wild to see. I have played double kind of cabinet ones. Was the Gottlieb soccer thing where it's like it's kind of like folded like that, and it's got a pinball field here and a pinball field here, and you kind of like play against each other. I played something weird like that, but that Total Recall pin with the double cabinet, that sounds very interesting. And I'm all into weird, interesting games. So, kind of like this one. This is, my wife says, when are you going to do my game? The playfield on this is pretty crazy, and I like it because it's not symmetrical. But I do love symmetrical games too. My Williams Superstar is like that. My Gulfstream is like that. My Grand Prix is like that. I like them for what they are. Now my Flight 2000, that's just a badass game. And what I really need to go next to it is Black Hole. Data same covenant King Kong, only not exist of Kong, and you have difference between them. Back of the school. Wow, that is cool. I got kind of a Data East game right there. Data East, wasn't that before Sega? Data East Sega, something like that. But that's not mine. That's MGC, so that should be done for the Data East is just today starting. Okay, I get you. That will be, it should be at MGC. It should be ready to go unless I find more broken stuff where we can't get it in time for the show. But this should be at MGC. It is not mine. This belongs to MGC. So it should be there for free play. Do you think we'll ever see a machine with 3 plungers? Funhouse Roadshow already have 2 plungers. It would be interesting. It'd be interesting to see another one. Who else had another one? I thought there was more that had that. What was that? I know another one, or was it just a kicker on the side, like Whirlwind? Was it Whirlwind that had a kicker on the left side, or was that a plunger? I don't remember. But yeah, it's kind of cool though, where you have them on both sides, where it would just randomly pop on. I think that'd be cool. That'd be cool for somebody to homebrew on. Somebody who's homebrewing, there you go, 2 plungers. I like the Rudy and on Funhouse. He was creepy as hell, but he was cool, and I liked that. And then Red and Ted Roadshow, how they both interacted. Those were cool. But if you have seen there's a guy who on The Mandalorian, he took some Yoda toy or whatever and adapted it, and that's like a fully working toy. I think the arms move or something he made. Sadly, he's only making a couple of them because of criticism or something like that. I can't remember what the stream was, but people were complaining about it. So every order he said he would do, he's doing, and he's not doing anymore for some reason. Which is sad, but we need people that do mods like that on games that should have been modded from the factory. Like Mandalorian with that static Yoda that doesn't do anything. It's just not a good thing. But yeah, and then if you've seen Godzilla, if you go to here, I do have a brief video of Godzilla. I was at the Garcade in Menominee Falls, Wisconsin, and they got one there. I have seen people do that with the coffin, with the lid and everything like that, which is really super cool. I have seen where people put like LED rope. I forgot what it's called, but it kind of looks like those old glow necklaces you got when you were a kid. It looks like that, but it's like a rope that goes. I've seen that done on machines too. On Dracula, actually. I just saw one the other day. But yeah. I'm hungry. I had breakfast, but I'm still hungry though. And it's supper time. You see my clock right there. It's 4 something. My other clock right here says it's 4:10. So it's getting about that time. And I don't think we have any giveaways going right now on MGC. Nope, no giveaways. We need to get a giveaway going. Oh, that is cool. That'd be cool to see. Fake bamboo legs. That'd be kind of really badass looking, I'm guessing. I think that'd be really cool. Alright, everybody. I think I'm done. My jaw's tired from yapping. I'm going to go probably watch one of my pinball streams on YouTube. Anybody got a good video out now? I don't know, I'll watch something. No. I'll watch Musty 1 on YouTube later on. It's MUSTIE 1. He's got a cool show. That or Diesel Creek. Terrell Fixes All. Artifact Electronics. TA Outdoors. Junkyard Digs. I got a whole Ghost Town Living. Flying Sparks Garage, Ronald Finger. I got a whole bunch. And then I got Mike's Classic Pinball. Go to YouTube, check out Mike's Classic Pinball. Subscribe to him. Go to Pinball Shenanigans. Subscribe to him. Pinball Wizard. Go subscribe to him. Pinball Mayhem. Go subscribe to him. If you like my show, stop in on Tuesday nights at 7 p.m. and check out Ed's Pinball Mayhem Workbench. I do a lot of pinball. Well, basically that's all I do is pinball. But Ed does everything you drop a coin in. So if you're interested in things you drop coins in, check out Ed. He'll be on Tuesday at 7 p.m. And Game Result is at Monday, I think 9:30, which I will be watching this week. I haven't watched one in umpteen years because I'm usually sleeping by the time it goes on because I start work very early on Tuesday. So I'll be watching that this week. And I think that's about it. We had a show on Friday. That's gone. Thursdays we have a alternative show. We have the Gym Master. He's on Wednesdays now with us. So check him out. He is so entertaining to watch. He plays all different types of video games. He's very entertaining to watch. So stop in on Wednesday and check him out. So what was I gonna do? Schedule. There you go. There's our schedule of everything that's on tvMGC. Check it out. follow, like, subscribe. And there I am again. Please click on subscribe. Like the videos, throw in comments. I'm always up for them. I try to answer every single one, and if I don't answer every single one, it's because I missed it. So, yep, if I do miss it, I'm sorry. But I try to answer every comment or like or love every comment. So, that's about it. I guess I'm out of here. So, I'll be back. It's Sunday at 2, and I'll have more pinball ideas for you. And you'll have things you'll want to talk about, and I will too. Anyways, catch you all later. Thanks for watching. Later, everybody.